Hey, hello YouTubers. Welcome once again to Buzzing Along. Today we have a special treat for you, 10 under the radar but significantly beautiful hikes in the state of Oregon. By the way, did you know that there are over 3,000 trails in this wonderful state? And here is just a smattering of them. I think you'll be impressed. Thanks again for tuning in. Woohoo! Wildhorse Lake. This Wildhorse Lake is on the side of my favorite place in the state of Oregon, and that's Steens Mountain. And the trail starts right near the peak, and you hike down 1,100 feet to the lake. It's the definition of pristine, this lake. It's just beautiful. You're apt to encounter wild horses driving to and from the lake, and maybe even around the lake itself, because that's what it's named. Leslie Gulch, spectacular rock formations. This place should be a national park, but it's so far off the beaten path. There's nothing but dirt roads to get there. But it is amazing, and there are very few people around. Hat Point, another spectacular Hell's Canyon trail. This one is kind of in the center of Hell's Canyon on the Oregon side. And once again, you can hike all the way down to the river, which is 5,000 or 6,000 feet below. But then you got to hike back up. So we only went down about 1,300 or 1,400 feet, and we came upon a herd of bighorn sheep. There's a plateau, and you can see the river and everything around it. Also, lots of wildflowers on this trail. Blue Basin, this is a very interesting trail. It's in the John Day fossil beds, eastern Oregon. And the trail loops up and over the fossil beds, which comprise of rock formations created by volcanic ash. And the rock is blue. Anyway, it's a great trail with beautiful scenery, 360 degrees. Fort Rock, one of my favorite places ever. I go there at least once a year. It's in southern Oregon, the middle of nowhere, a cluster of rocks that looks like a fort. It's a bird sanctuary. You can hike around the outside of it, hike up inside of it. And it is just a beautiful, serene place. Lots of birds, very few people. The Oregon Badlands. This is another word for desert. And it's, yeah, it's a neat hike. It's about 9 miles long and forms the beginning of the Oregon Desert Trail, which is 750 miles long, and it extends all the way to eastern Oregon. Anyway, it's a beautiful trail, relatively flat, lots of junipers, lots of sand, and beautiful views of the Sisters and some of the other Cascades. Hey, look at this beauty. Angel's Rest. That's a really neat little hike. It's on the Oregon side of the Columbia River Gorge. And when you get to the top, there are sweeping views up and down the Columbia River. Many miles of the river are visible. And looking across the river to the mountain ranges in the state of Washington. Neahkahnie Mountain, a beautiful Oregon coast hike. Kind of rocky and steep. You get to the top, you have the beautiful views of the Oregon coast, and you're hovering over the town of Manzanita. Cascade Head. This is such a neat trail. You go through a lot of old growth forest, beautiful wildflowers on the way, and you break out into the open, and you might see a herd of elk. And you keep hiking up to the top, and from there you can see miles and miles of the coast, both north and south. Lower Table Rock. Neat hike down near Medford. You climb up about 650 feet, and then you're walking across the mesa for about a mile and a half, and you have views of Mount McLaughlin and a bunch of other mountains in the area, and you're looking over at the city of Medford. Hey, thanks for watching. See you on the next adventure.